Hi, my name is Jonathan Hicks. We're back at the Dice Cup, and this evening I'm joined by...
A-Bomb.
Steve.
Chantal.
And we've just finished playing Railroad Revolution. Now, this is a What's Your Game game, they're the publishers, which means it's very much a brain burner. It's a heavy Euro, and it's a train-themed game, so you're sort of building track and connecting stations across America. So you start over in the east here, and you're building track on these spaces to connect the stations. Costs a bit of extra money to go across the abstract mountains here. And you can build stations in these places as well, which will get you various bonuses. The other thing you can do is advance the telegraph road, if you like, across America. So you can build houses in these spaces as well, which will get you various bonuses. These three tracks are quite important. These are like share tracks. You're trying to increase their multipliers effectively. So this far track, you're getting a multiplier depending on how many of these final cities on the western coast you manage to connect. The middle track's for the number of houses on the board, and the left-hand track's for the number of houses on this Telegraph Road track here. But how do you actually do all that stuff? Well, you have a player board here, and you have a bunch of interesting coloured workers, and you're placing those on the different actions to do the different things. So if I stuck a worker on this one, I could stick a station down on the map. This one lets you build track on the map. This one lets you build little houses to do the Telegraph Road thing. And then this one lets you sell your stock if you couldn't build anywhere and you're running short of cash. You're basically going to get cash depending on how much of it has been put out already. And it also flips these train things. You can get these trains which go through the game. This is quite nice. So if you get an action to flip it, you get to do what this says. So this moves me up 3 spaces on those share tracks. But then later on I can unflip it, and then I can get to use it again. So you're kind of flipping and unflipping these as you go through the game. They're worth points at the end if they're unflipped. But the tricky thing is each of these, the reason the different workers are different colours is because when I stick this worker here, as well as this action, I'm going to take an action down here, or at least maybe some kind of bonus, and it depends on what the colour of the work is. They will all do different things. I'm not going to explain all these. This orange guy, though, will make it cheaper. When you stick the houses down, there is a cost on these stations to build, but the orange guy makes it cheaper. So they're going to give you maybe extra track or cheaper spaces. This one lets you swap your workers. This is advances on the share track. So they're all giving you various bonus. So a lot of the difficulty of the game is working out, all right, I definitely want to use this action, but which bonus worker do I want to use? Or actually, maybe I need this action and a different bonus worker. And all the decisions. There's a lot to think about this one. All right, what do you think?
Okay, it's a good game. You know, standard heavy Euro, brain burner, definitely. The good side is the depth. The downside for me is it's very drab. The actual board, the artwork, it feels like a game from maybe 10, 15, 20 years ago. I mean, the mechanisms are great, and all the sort of the strategy you've got there, and I think there's also quite a lot of depth. The other thing is also you have to pick a strategy and really go for it. You have to, the learning curve is quite steep on this. So, yeah.
Steve?
I love it. The interconnectivity of all the actions that you need shares to be able to spend on the deal that's coming up. But to get the shares, you need to do that action. But it would be better if you had the right colour worker to do that action. But to get another worker, you need to build in a city. And to build in that city, I need money or another orange worker. Well, to get an orange worker, if I can do the deal that's coming up. And it's just, whoa. This is the third time I've played it. I still feel not stressed as such, but I really enjoy the kind of, this and this and this and this and this. And if you like that sort of game, you will love this. I think any game by, What's Your Game, is it? Yeah. Any game like that, it's the same designers of, I'm going to say it wrong again, Zhanguo, or Zango, as however you say it. Same designers as that, but from the same company as Signori and Nippon, and all those sorts of dry, drab artwork. I think the artwork's the same sort of thing, and if you like that artwork, you'll be fine. I don't mind it at all, because theme doesn't really bother me, but yeah, I think it's fantastic.
Okay, Chantal?
I think I prefer this one to Zangwo because of the possibilities that you have and the fact that it's a bit less dry, which is not saying much, but still I love all the possibilities, the fact that I want to explore all the strategies. I don't think there might be one strategy that is winning, but maybe because I haven't played it that much. But I went for a different strategy than last time, and I improved, but I'm pretty sure that I can do so many different stuff. So yeah, the replayability on this one is really interesting.
Okay, rating out of 10?
Probably 8.5 for me.
Okay. Steve?
Yeah, I'll go an 8 out of 10. I think it's great, and just the fact that you've only got 4 actions, but then when each work is different, you've got 4 times 5 actions. You've got 20 actions on your turn. It's just great.
Abel?
Because it's a little bit drab and there was a little bit of AP you could sort of see, I will only give it a 6.5. But I would say I do definitely want to play it again, so maybe let's go over time.
Okay. Yeah, it is a very well-designed game. The mechanics or mechanisms hang together very well. The choices on your turn are always very interesting. I was engaged thoroughly throughout the game. As they say, it is a bit dry, a bit more theme than Jangwar. The train thing helps, but even then it's hard to put much theme in here. The artwork is not particularly inspiring. But the game underneath it all is rock solid. Again, as they say, if you like this kind of thing, and you're going to know if you're going to like it, it's a really good game. Personally, in terms of whether or not I want to, how often I want to play this, I think I'll be on a 7 out of 10. All right, thanks for watching. That was Railroad Revolution.